Hey everyone, Dan here. Before we get into it, if you enjoy these videos, please hit the like and subscribe button. And keep in mind that these are my own thoughts, opinions, and ideas. These are not meant to be, nor should you take them as investment or trading advice in any way, shape, or form. Do your own due diligence, put in the work for yourself, and make your decisions based on that. Enjoy. Alright folks, here we are on Friday, March 29th. We're going to take a look at our old friend SoFi. So SoFi finished the week off here at 7:30, sort of situated in the middle-ish area of the range that I have here for the levels. Speaking of the levels, really exciting news. I cleared the chart. I was just tired of looking at such an aged chart. So some of these levels come in the same, but that's not intentional. And I put in, these new trend lines looking at potentially this new wedge sort of forming here, and scrolled back left and just picked out levels from 561 up to 1006. So situated at 730 now, the nearest in levels that I have here, 745 to the upside and 693 to the downside. And then if it can continue to put it in, it could be interesting to see it consolidate in this range, and then maybe we get a big move out of this area. Now just keep in mind, a big move doesn't mean that it's a big move to the upside, could be a big move to the downside, but just sort of looking for, some return volatility like we sort of saw here and then here. So volatility in both directions there, obviously. And then a good recent push here, and then it pulled back and it started to put in some higher lows, at least for the time being here. It's a little questionable, how much this will continue to take shape, because it is just a one swing confirmation in here. So, if I was looking at it and considering that this swing low is lower than this one, then, this could easily go bust before it gets into this area. But, it's just a few weeks away that it would have to put in additional price action, maybe 4 to 6 weeks or so. So I thought it might be worth at least scoping out and seeing if it does kind of continue to move sideways in the $7 to $8 range. Maybe that's where it will position itself in the coming weeks, and maybe we get something out of it. Now, if it can get some support over that 745, at some point 826, 919, and 1006 are the levels that I have to the upside for now. Now, on the think or swim side of things, we are, in the lowlands of the channel, which is, something SoFi is sort of accustomed to. But you see that big push up out of the upper bound of the channel there, but then a really swift drawback in to the channel and just sort of skip right through, testing the mid-range. It just gapped right down through it, fell out the bottom of the channel, and then a push back to the upper bound of the channel. So, some decent volatility in this range, but now, because that was sort of so crazy on those swings, even this area here, though it's a really big percentage from, the 6 up to really the 8s and 9s, it is sort of looking like it may be settling into something relatively sideways. Again, we'll see. That would be sort of imperative for it to be able to play this out at all. But that could certainly give way to any number of factors. A catalyst comes along, some large macro event in the market itself, who knows. But the mid-range of the channel right now is situated at 751. You see that bright blue right here. And then 826 to the upper bound of the channel, and 677 is the lower bound of the channel. So that's sort of the range question that we have. Does it stay sort of mid on this 7-ish to mid 7s level or not? No trigger and fire happening here for the time being, and really, lackluster depth or height on the histogram, which again, sort of indicative of relatively sideways movement, though in these growth stocks, they just tend to have more range in percentage, but again, for them in particular, relatively sideways. All right, folks, I hope that you enjoy your long weekend, and as always, I appreciate you watching, and I will see you in the next video.